Hello beautiful, delightful ox. This is especially for you, and this is for anybody who's born in January. This is a report specifically for anybody born in January, as it is the month of the ox, and anybody who's born in the year of the ox. Now I'll read to you the years of the ox, just in case you don't want to do the research yourself. The years of the ox are 1937, 1949, 1961, 1973, 1985, that's me, 1997, and 2009. Okay, just letting you know, if you are under 21 or under 18, actually, it's probably not really important for you to know exactly what's going on for you, because you've got your own guidance system, which is why I don't like to do horoscopes for people under the age of 21, because I do believe that it's something that should occur naturally, and your ancestors should hold you, your earth should hold you. So unless you're really misguided at 21, I usually don't do readings for you guys. So anyway, let's have a look. Ox in 2017, year of the rooster, year of the fire rooster, likes to dream. So January has been already, but this is for you. So if you've remembered some bits of January 2017, there would have likely been a dream. There would have likely been something that's waking up within the ox. It just wants to be something else. It's like unexplainable. It's as if a flower is blooming, or you're becoming a rose within yourself. The ox feels very well, and very weird, because you guys are not used to feeling this well, perhaps usually in January 2017. However, this has also room for illusion and delusion and deception. For example, if you are wanting to be suddenly a queen of everything, or a lord, especially if you are you're in elevation through other people, I feel that this beginning of rooster is not going to bring you anything. If you're still watching this and it's still January, please don't elevate or don't consider yourself higher than anyone else, and definitely don't feel I'm more now, because usually during this time you guys really give yourself how can I say, inconsistencies in your body, inconsistencies in your soul, and inconsistency in your mind. If January's been spent thinking, I am more than anything here. And I'm an ox as well, and this has been hard, because perhaps people will come to you as if you're a guru during this time, because you're the birther of dreams. You're the birther of the unpredictable and the pristine. It's really interesting, because usually you're not, but this time around you are. And when you are swinging into rooster, which actually won't quite commit to itself till March, because I feel we're at the Persian New Year on the 21st of March, we're at the equinox, and that should be the rightful beginning of something, because we're also at the beginning of Aries. I will do another reading for everybody for March 21 for the equinox, as I feel that's when 2017, or that's when the year should definitely begin. But here it is, building up to yourself here, building up to the equinox, building up to the year, to your greater experience. I feel the ox is considering a lot, but doesn't actually know where to look. So basically, during this time, as we are building up into rooster, we are building up an energy. The sun radiates more heat. We're becoming more fiery. I would definitely suggest to you, rooster is your friend. Don't fear it. For example, if you're very conservative and you're really concerned with yourself, and you're somebody who likes to, keep their clothes perfect and their hair great, so basically make yourself very pristine, but know that everything's gonna fall off. It's all gonna fold, because the dream is coming true. The dream is pulling itself through you, because you are the rooster friend. You are the person who wants to be with the rooster, or you're the energy that loves the rooster well. You are the frequency that makes a lot of sense to the rooster. You are the frequency that brings fire inside the rooster already. It's already gelled, and it's already enmeshed within the rooster frequency. So basically, when you're here, just relate to it, because you are the beginning of a brand new thing here. You are the beginning of something beautiful, and you have to start worshipping yourself. But Of course, in January, don't consider yourself higher than anything else, but this year is definitely about self-worship and self-proclamation. It is for all self-proclamation, but for you, Ox, especially so, because usually you guys are like going a stream, you know, you don't usually yell, you don't usually pull yourself out of one person into another very quickly, you don't usually push yourself into any kind of circumstance too fast, but this is the time to let it shine. I mean, if you can imagine yourself being a giant ruby or a big sapphire, and as you fill the space, you are something or somewhere. And you might not maybe resonate with this completely just yet, but there is something about you that is full of fire and full of pride and full of maybe arrogance for some people, but it is actually something that's joyful for the rooster to see. So become bigger, become more. Though in the same time, inside, not like look everybody, it's me again, you know, hey everybody, you've been waiting for me. So basically pace yourself, but also be your own unique king or queen within yourself, within your form. If you don't surround yourself with foolishness like video games, Facebook, TV, the media, nothing like that. Foolishness for the Ox during this time, it's actually really demeaning, because you think, I'm in control of it, I'll just flick around, you know, Facebook, I'll just have a look, this is just a hobby, I'm just procrastinating, but you're not. In this time, anyone knows Rooster can affect the Ox very well, so what you are taking into consideration this year, what you're taking advantage of, will connect to your mentality without you knowing. You might go into social media, you might go into broadcasting, you might go into something with a greater gusto, greater need, and you may actually lose parts of you. You may lose a part of you. So basically, beginnings are good. If you are wanting to begin a strategy, if you want to begin a new polarity within yourself, you want to start a new thing, new beginnings are great. Anything to do with mind, anything to do with formalities, anything to do with a primal scream, even to some people, anything to do with a primal energy of joy and a huge community building spirit, that's really wonderful. But take into consideration where you are. Say, for example, you're starting something on YouTube or on Facebook or on Instagram, so you're starting a community there. It must be very loyal to yourself. For example, say you're doing a website, you know your parents well, you know your mother. Make it in the frequency of your parents. For example, you're from Iran and you're doing your website, put Iranian cloth in the background. Put your mother's face, a photograph of your mother, a photograph of your father. Put on something to do with, say, your own fertility. Like, for example, find the connection to your land, find some kind of straw, twig, something from your land that's very primal, and put it as part of the website. It's something that I'm going to start doing as well. Put your family first, put your innocence first, put the fact that you don't know, you just got born first, and then put the website around that. Put your story out there, but not some story of committing to a cause. No. Go straight from the beginning, go right from the roots. So, for example, I come from a family of jewelers. You know, for example, this is just a thing. My family is a family of jewelers. I don't have my jewelry here, but like putting my family's jewelry, there's actually something here, on the forefront of me. You know, say, for example, this is a ring that my mother made me when we first came to New Zealand. It's called filigree, and it's a use of small patterns to generate jewelry. It's like lace, but in jewelry form, and it comes from India, and my parents have done this for many years in Russia. So basically, say you choose something from your family and you make it your pride and joy. That would give you a lot more. If you've chosen something for yourself and the media, for example, you're an Ox and you're starting a new community, you're starting a brand new start to yourself, even if you're starting a child, you're beginning to want to maybe breed something here or make something of yourself. You might want to create a new being. You might want to create a new knowing. You might want to create something very, very brand new here, but say you don't have a very good relationship with your community, say you were born into a family that you're not proud of, okay? There's nothing there that you like. And then, for example, you want to create a new store, an online store, and you're going from what's cool, what's the latest trends, no. Why? An ox has to stand deep within its own roots. You can't otherwise. I mean, you can. I mean, of course you can. You guys are really lucky this year. But why? Why you can't is because if you are thinking, I'm gonna do a little dance for these people and I'm gonna pretend. For example, I'm gonna start a band and say I want to dream and roll, but rock and roll is going out of fashion. What's cool? Dubstep or something like that. And I'm gonna introduce like rap and hip hop elements into my music, but your soul, like things in blues and rock and roll, it's not gonna work. So basically be very, very clear as to the energy that you're working with and the culture from which you are working with, because that's going to energize you or it's going to break you later. So when I mean this is, for example, if you are an ox and you're thinking of starting a new venture in January, say 2017, you might need to start looking at the roots of that venture. For example, I want to be an astrologer. All right, you want to be an astrologer, look at your roots. What does your mother believe? What does your father believe? Or what did he believe? What is the culture? What's the energy of your country? What is it that you're carrying? What is the secret behind you? What is that secret? Look into that instead of saying, for example, hi everybody, I'm just going to do an astrology channel. Have I had any kind of background? No. Even if you don't have background in it, that's okay. That's fine. Even if you never been into esoterics and it's been the latest trends, because everybody likes the crystals now. Everybody likes the new age. Everybody's concerned with the indigenous people as part of the grid of nature at the moment. It's temporary. So basically you have to know what's real and what's temporary for you. For instance, I've been around my mother and I've been very close to her for a long time. Now I'm starting this year in my mom's house, which is wonderful, and confronting at the same time. So my mom, she's got books and books and books on esoterics. I mean, I love this book. This is a Russian book. It's lost its cover, I used to be obsessed with this book as a kid. Look, terrible, isn't it? I used to be obsessed with this book as a kid, and it's all about astrology, and it's all in Russian. And when I was 10 years old, this is the only book that I'd read over and over and over again. I didn't like reading, but this is the only book that I like to read. Like, for example, have a look at what you're doing. Like, have a look at what you're feeling and definitely decide if it's really part of your nature to start this new thing or if it's not. For example, if you want to make a baby, did your friend make a baby recently and you think, well, my best friend's got a baby, I should have a baby? No. Just have a look and sort out exactly what's perfectly real and what's perfectly not. That's the main thing about this year, and this goes basically throughout. So by January, you should at least have your roots sorted out. If you've got any fighting with your parents, sort that out now. If you've got any inconsistency with how you feel about your mom, especially where you've come from, the womb in which you've been brought up, sort that out right now. In February, you might want to decipher or deeply nurture something or somebody. Have a look as to why. In February, you also may want to start something really big. So have a look as to why you're doing that. What's the constants here? What is the energy behind it? And why do you feel you need to nurture? Look at that. In March, you may need to be alone. And in March, you also may feel like everything is fine as long as you're not in it. So have a look as to what it is that you want inside, not an outside, and also start taking your steps forward. So the internal world should be inside, but you should also move. So don't sit in your room laughing at YouTube. Don't sit inside and just do nothing. Just go forward. Take each step. It's going to be hard and much, but take the steps anyway. April 2017 for the ox is a really good time to give up. To give up and just to say, it's okay, I don't need it. If you've got any things lying around and somebody else wants those things, take them to the other people. If you've got an ex and you're still unresolved, March, April, you might actually find somebody is really interested in your friend. Somebody's really interested in what you don't actually have a completion with, and that's fine. Leave it out. In April, anything from you. If somebody wants money from you, if somebody wants to make capital off you, if anybody's taking you to court, let them have it. In April, just let them have it. The more you can give and release in April, the better. In May, it's going to sound really strange, but don't concern yourself, but at the same time do. So don't be worried, but at the same time, consider. So in May, it's a really good time to really think, I never left her, but then she decided to be with this other guy. Like, have a look, have a look. So in May, it's a really good time to not worry, but to contemplate and to ponder. In June, it's an interesting time to pack everything and make it your own. To take everything and make it your own. If you're ever considering asking people for help, or if you're in trouble, tell everybody about it. Tell everybody that you need help. For example, if you're going to have a donation part of your website or anything like that, or you're going to ask for money, do it maybe in May, June. There's like a really nice feeling when you're pulling everything and hey, listen to me. Sorry, listen to me. Let me be your guide, or let me be attended now. In June, it's a very nice thing to draw people into your field and make them listen, even to the point where you pull somebody up on something and you tell them something to their face. In July, it's a very, very nice issue. And July is a very, very nice issue where you're actually releasing a lot of things. In July, you actually might be like, oh, really, what I said back in June, don't worry about it. In July, things loosen and things become weak, but they're not weak. They're actually strong because you're building up a new frontier for yourself in July, though you might be somebody who can make things slide then. So don't go without the feeling of ease in July. And in August, it's a very, very nice feeling to be pulling in something easy. For example, you are sitting here at the executive desk and you just call somebody and they bring you something. You click a few fingers, you click your fingers and things just appear. So in August, definitely have a look online. You can maybe order something online, or you can maybe call somebody, or you can tap somebody on the shoulder and say, hey, I need this. So basically in August, use your power, choose to use that, because everybody's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And you have a feeling that you do. You might not know, but you have a feeling like you do. So basically in August, take advantage of that and be that person that's like, excuse me, what's the time? I need this now. So in August, definitely use your power. In September, don't worry if things are going amiss. For example, if you have used something or you've done something and now it's not working. So what I'd really advantage you with in September is the knowing that it's okay. If it didn't go right in previous months, it's okay. In September, everything's gonna go. It's fine. Don't have to worry if things didn't roll fine. Like in September, something didn't work. You like told somebody to do something and it didn't work. And oh my gosh, I'm a hypocrite. Oh my God, I said this one thing to this person and another. Don't persecute yourself, because you're a perfectionist and you know it. And you're vulnerable sometimes when you feel that you don't give very good advice or something like didn't quite match. But don't worry. Basically, I would really, really recommend you guys in September to just roll with it. Okay, so you've disadvantaged somebody, or you've given something away that was belonging to someone else, or it's okay, just roll through September. In October, very good time to commit and just to start it. For example, clear the desk of everything you don't need. You're just going to do the work. You're going to start the business. You just, even to the point where your kids come into the room and you say, sorry, Johnny, I don't need you to be in my field right now. It's fine. In October, for some of us, Oxus is just going to be like, okay, something's pushing through me, as if I can't stop it. I need to do it. And you just got to let people go. People come in, people call up, people allow you to be something for them, but you just got to brush it all off and have a clear space to do your work. In November, things are going weird. Everybody rushing around, and you could be as well, but don't worry, you might be seduced by the 1950s style, retro glamour, nice car, pretty house. When you're looking at those things and you're like, oh, wow, that person's got a best jacket I've ever seen on a person, and you might actually, for some reason, really be seduced by things of that nature. So basically, you see something glimmering, oh wow, I actually can. If it's too good to be true, it usually is in this part of the year during Fire Rooster. So you're seeing things coming out of the woodwork that are really erotic or interesting, or very, very tantalizing. Don't go with the tantalizing energy. In December, it would be very, very nice to see you guru. In December, it would be really nice to see you prophesize. It would be really, really nice to see you finally stand in front of people and say, my worth is, or like, I'm starting this collective of people, say Alcoholics Anonymous, or I'm starting this group of people I've been through this and I've done it. So basically December 2017, take your stand and be that person on top. Be that person in front of people. Be that person that's finally going to start the big thing. By November, you'll probably know already what it is, but don't take your interests aside from what you do. You know, somebody might come in November and go, oh, come on, have a drink with me. No. November, be very, very, very stiff. And then in December, you can do the big thing and you can finally elevate yourself and be the speaker for all. And January comes in 2018 and you're tall. Anyway, thank you very much, Ox. Just a quick thing. Okay, about the different elements. I'm not going to do the different elements because I'm being told not to do them. But you can have a look and keep that in mind. Perhaps the elements don't actually matter as much as I thought they did, you know, like the wood, fire, earth, metal, water. But do look at the monthly videos that I'm going to do for you guys for the different Chinese signs. They're going to be quite short as they used to be. And I will mention you as well. I'll mention your element there as well. Anyway, thank you very much. If you would like a personal reading, I change my style with readings all the time. So they might not be at the end of 2017 what they've been at the beginning of 2017. But have a look anyway. Keep that in mind. There is usually links below my videos to my website and things like that. So check out what's new and give me a call or an email. Thank you very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye.